let's get to it. I'm gonna show y'all the process. You live. That's how we looking so far, yo. Hmm? You live? No, I'm not. Yes, you are. How did I do that? See? I can't see nothing. Hey, y'all. Hey. They caught you listening. Hmm? They caught you listening to your stuff on YouTube. Who did? Uh, I don't even know if we live or not. Let me see. Um, I don't even know we live. Says I am. Yeah. You're a mess. Hi, everyone. Is football still on? Yeah. There's still games going on. What time do the games go on? Probably about 10:30, 11. Oh my god. It's Sunday. Most of your games are on Sunday. Should we come back after that, or should we just talk and people can watch it later? I say we can talk and people watch it later. First of all, rest in honor to Peter, man. Um, yeah, yeah. That's a hard one for me. Because I met Peter when I was 19 years old, so that lets you know how long we've known each other, and I'm in my 50s now. I met him and his best friend, Delvin, and they were Vogue dancers, and they were very good at it. I mean, just great. Like, best I ever seen. Like, I thought they was from New York. Well, Peter is from New York. He lives here in Dover now, something like that. But I think it hits hard for me because he and he started his treatment while I was still going through radiation from his lymphoma. And just the encouraging words that he gave me while he was fighting himself, the first time around. It's just hard when I think back on the memories and a lot of good times with Peter. A lot. The last time I saw him was when we were in Sam's and I was in the Walker. He came over. He gave me a hug. I just told him self care. I said, I see you haven't, taken off work. I told him he was strong. And he always said, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. I'm all right. The words that Peter actually said to me was, don't cry for me. Don't cry for me. I'm going to be all right. And Smack is going to be all right too. We got this. Mm-hmm. And I saw Peter right before he went into the hospital, and I just looked at him and I said, Peter, are you okay? And it was just always, yeah, I'm okay, I'm fine. I'm like, you sure? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. He always said that. And that was the last words he said to me. I'm okay. Mm-hmm. He had these bright shoes on at work, and he said that they just felt better. Remember that day those bright sneakers he had? Yeah. And he said he wore 'em 'cause they were like real comfortable because his feet were hurting at one point in time. But he's just a nice guy, very well respected in Dover. Not just Dover, other cities. Philly. I remember going to Philly with them one time. It was a whole group of us, and they was doing the Vogue dancing, just doing their thing. I'm telling you, Peter was good at that. Um, it's just sad. Like it's a very good friend of mine has transitioned. For me, um, it's just hard. But I know he will want me to keep fighting. Yep. And
He
it's
want
just sad
nobody
because
be sad for him either.
he wants y'all to be for the community. Y'all better be twirling and hitting the floor, voguing, doing your thing, making sure that you top notch in your outfits.
Looking good on Planet
Looking
Dover.
good on Planet Dover. Boy, I used to love it when he give an update about Planet Dover because he was so on point. And some of y'all hate to say it,
Tighten up
Peter.
your hair, tighten up your
Uh
shoes.
huh. Yeah, and boy, he had the T on so many. You know,
He went to bed with all the secrets.
all the secrets he's taking with him.
But, you know,
Yeah. And today, just I ain't gonna lie, I haven't been able to. I had a goal of what I was gonna do today, but I haven't been able to get out of bed to do that. Just every time I doze off, wake up, as Peter's on my mind, and I'm just thinking about the great times we had. Um, a lot of great times from the time I was 19 till present. I mean, he just funny as hell, man. Man, especially when he taught a lot of us the importance of tipping the waiter and the waitress. And if you didn't tip him right and you was a black female, man, look, he could go in about your hair, but you wearing hair that costs $70 and you don't even know how to do 15 to 20% gratuity, man. He's so funny. He used to go off and go in on the tipping part. I ain't gonna lie, hold y'all. Because of Peter, I tip more. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. I tip more, and I just used to. Whenever we went to go to Red Lobster, I had to have Peter, and when Peter stopped working at Red Lobster, I stopped going there because good customer service is hard to find.
Jeffrey want to know what happened to Peter.
He has transitioned to be with the Lord, to be with the Almighty. I
I think
don't,
he
I
had
don't.
pneumonia, but we know he was fighting cancer. He said it briefly right before he went into an induced coma
Yeah, he
that he
did.
had pneumonia. But
Yeah, he's. If you followed him on social media, he had pneumonia, and he had it in. And then his brother started giving updates. But not only that, Peter was had he was uh he had just got done fighting cancer. Was it
lymphoma,
lymphoma, I
and he
believe?
had just completed his
And
treatment.
he had just completed his treatment. And at that time, like a lot of people don't understand, like see patients, because I hate saying the word. See patients, we have to be very careful. And I know that's one of the things that I hate is that, and my girlfriend stays on me about being masked up because our immune system is not as strong. And I'm not saying that's what happened to Peter or anything like that, but I miss my boy. I really do. I miss every time we go to Sam's, he was always there, smiling,
Laughing.
laughing, stopping, leaning over the cart where I'm at, asking me, am I doing what I'm supposed to do, just, and giving encouraging words.
Yeah.
I remember when the initial shock for me, and he was in Sam's,
And I went and came and got you because I was in
because I
Sam's by
wasn't going,
myself.
yeah, and I wasn't going to go in. I didn't want to be in there.
And he told me he had cancer.
And you came and
And
got
I was
me.
just devastated. He was like, no, 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 don't you cry for me. I'm going to be all right. And Smack is going to be all right. And I said, I'm going to go and get Smack and bring her in. And I went and got you, and y'all just was talking.
Yeah, that was a rough day for me. I wasn't mentally, I just was not there, y'all. And I was just like, yo, I can't believe I'm about to do this again. And let me tell you, man, Peter spoke life into me. And he talked to me about when we was younger and all the fun we had, and that is true. He's older than me, but he remembers me.
So look,
And he knows what we did when we were younger. We have fun.
well,
And
Peter
then we
is
gotta
getting ready
continue
for you
to,
and us. Not to
huh?
cut you off, but let's be happy.
Yeah,
Peter is up there.
honey, he's voguing,
He up
honey.
there voguing, and he's making a space for everyone to come to.
Yes, he
And you
is.
gotta have your hair done, your nails right, your clothes right to hang with Peter in heaven.
That's right. With him and Delvon.
So rest in peace, Peter. We down here. We'll be in Planet Dover watching the streets for you.
And we'll always, if you asked him how an event was, and if it was yours, he would always give you the straight truth. Boy, I never forget that day he went and down the festival. He said, "What in the world did I just waste my time on? I want my time back."
It's
Mm,
crazy.
mm, mm,
But he always say to me, keep doing what you're doing.
mm.
Just
Mhm.
keep doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. You care. You care about people. Keep doing what you're doing.
Mhm.
Here on Planet Dover.
Yeah. Here on Planet, that's the part I love. If I hear anyone say Planet Dover, they can't take credit for that. That's definitely Peter. Planet Dover didn't drive.
But he got all around
Yes,
Planet
he
Dover.
did. Got all around, and I love his selfies and the music in the background. That New York house. Oh my gosh. Mm.
So
But I just want to let everyone know to keep on smiling, because that's what Peter will want, for us to keep uniting and unification. You know what I'm saying? That's what Peter would want.
now he just wants you to be you.
Yep, and be you, because he was him and did it well.
Yeah. So let's come off of Peter. Let's talk about something so funny.
What's that?
Smack said she wouldn't hang with me in '83. I think that is so hilarious.
No, I wouldn't hang with you because I'm 11, right?
Oh God.
I'm 11 years old and you 6. The only way we would have hung is if our parents were friends and I was forced to hang with you somewhere, like in the house, chilling. I guess we would have been coloring in coloring books, and I'm teaching you how to stay in the lines.
Shut up. That's terrible.
I wouldn't have hung with you in '83.
That's messed up.
Well, it's crazy.
But that's a lot to say. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Because you hanging with me now. So you
Yeah,
don't think
because
that
we're adults
you shouldn't
now.
hang with me now.
We're adults now.
No, you shouldn't hang with me, P. Diddy.
No, no.
You like a P. Diddy out
I
this
ain't not.
mug.
You better go on with that crazy talk.
Cause we of age, but nah, I wouldn't have talked to you back then.
Dad, you wouldn't have gave me a lollipop or nothing.
I probably would probably be babysitting your behind. That's what that would have been. Me babysitting you. I if say our parents was friends, I'd be babysitting you because you too young to sit for yourself. I would have made money off of you babysitting.
That's messed up.
That ain't messed up. That's real.
So you like me as an adult, but
Yup, and
you
I would have fed you peanut butter and jelly sandwiches if I had to hang with you or watch you. But to hang out, let's go to the mall. Hell no. No. And then say you came to me, let's play with dolls. Oh, hell, double no.
mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm. But we older, and yeah, I would hang with you. Now,
But you said you wouldn't even hang with me if you was 15.
15, that would have made you nine. Am I right? No.
Howard said, enjoy your evening, ninjas.
Hey, Howard. Oh
Uh,
man. Congratulations to your commanders, one by one.
oh,
One
corn.
point. But no, ain't happening.
Damn.
No,
That's messed up.
that's not messed up.
That is messed up. I know Howard would have hung with me when I was sick.
No, he wouldn't have. He's Howard. You hold on. What's the difference? Okay. Nah, he wouldn't have. Mm-mm. No.
Oh God. And see, that's the thing with dating is so hilarious when you think about stuff now. You
Mm-mm.
know,
That's something.
we are so many years apart that any wrong move at any moment, you could have been in jail. So why you just can't go right now? Because we still the same age difference
But then
apart.
I wasn't able to make my own decisions. You tripping.
Look, you wouldn't even dated me when you was 20.
Nah, I wouldn't have. Uh-uh. I probably would tell everybody I'm your babysitter. And I've probably been mad talking about, come on, girl. I bet you was one of them kids. I bet you was one of them kids that acted grown before your time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
was a
was out in them
knucklehead.
streets.
I was no, I wasn't in the streets,
Yes, you
but I
were.
was
You
a
was out in them
knucklehead.
streets.
Ooh, TC Cannon. What's that?
Oh,
Said
that's my boy.
these hoes ain't loyal.
Yeah.
No, my the one that ain't loyal. She want to be with me now, but she don't want to be with me when we was younger.
Nah.
Howard said, "Oh no, but my sister friends her age, I did."
Shoot.
So, all right, so y'all
What that?
cool.
What was that?
He would mess with your friends your age, but he wouldn't hang with a 6 year old.
That's right. He wouldn't. And he's lying when he said he wouldn't. What did he say? He wouldn't mess with my friends.
No, he said he would.
Oh,
Your
yes.
age.
Yeah, he would.
But he wouldn't mess. See, it's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so at 15, you would when you was 15, you wouldn't hang with me. When you was 20, you wouldn't hang with me.
No, because right now, oh, so what? There's an age difference.
ATC.
TC, it's an age difference between me and my queen. Like we older. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have done that young because I know better. I ain't no SSA or whatever they call
You
it.
know,
SA.
as Social Security
I
Administration.
yeah, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm not a Diddy. For real, I wouldn't have done that. Um,
So you just would have wait till I got old enough.
nah,
So you're a creep then, cause I'm too
nah,
young for
because
you.
back then I was shy. I wasn't approaching nobody trying to holler at them. It had to come to me.
So if I was 15 and I walked up to you and said, "Hey, shorty,"
I would have asked you how old you are, and then if you lied about it, which I have had that happen before, it'd been a fight. I'd probably beat you up for lying.
you beat up a 15-year-old.
That's I and have. I've beaten up 15-year-olds in my time.
Dad, TC said, "I get it. I'm 11 years older than my baby mom. I'm with her now."
see,
Damn.
see, he get it. Back then, it's different. When we all of age,
Look,
and
back
you
there you
can't.
would want me. Now I'm hot. You all on me.
Yo, crazy. Yo, you wild, Joe, for that one.
He said she was 21 when he met his girl.
She was 21. Yeah, she legal. Yeah.
So what about 16? If I was 16,
Hell no. You had my ass up in jail. Mm-mm. If you were still in high school, I did not.
all right.
I still be babysitting. At 16, your parents didn't trust you to make the right decision.
So what
So
about
you had to have
18?
a
So
babysitter.
at 18, you would have been trying to hang with me.
Nah, I wouldn't been trying to hang with you. You've been trying to hang with me. Don't get it twisted.
You crazy as hell.
I wouldn't want to hang with you.
I was the bomb at 18.
Why would I want to hang with you? I wasn't into no girly stuff.
Who said I was
Going
into those?
shopping.
I'm 18. You
Nah,
wouldn't try to hit on me at 18?
nope, because it's still, nah, still can't get a daggone club. Mm-mm.
What TC said? Oh Lord,
What he
Howard said
say?
I got to go. Good night, Shannon Sharp and Ocho. Nightcap.
Howard's crazy. I love you, Howard. That's my brother boy. He said Shannon Sharp and Ocho.
Look, TC said, wait a minute.
He let the phone drop.
I know. TC crazy. He said I used to joke with her saying how I was driving in my Toyota Supra drop top past her as she was playing in the playground.
Talk about it for
No thought
real.
of trying to engage at that age. You
Nobody.
know what? Y'all old people are haters.
Nah, cause you would why look at someone that young? Nah,
But you are now.
but it's different. You're of age.
Whatever. Keep that
Anyway,
old keep the same how the kids say, keep that same energy. I'm
yo,
5 years, I'm still 5 years younger than you.
it doesn't matter, but shit, we of age.
No, I don't even know
And
your slang.
understand, man, the way this country's all messed up. Messing with you, nigga, going to jail. For real. Ain't happening.
Vonda,
You actually what?
I'm actually 10 years younger than you.
You're lying. No, don't sit up here and lie. Cause I ain't date nobody. Uh, I don't know. Cause I've always, you know what?
How old are you?
My It's none of your business. You should know. But look, let me say this.
I'm 12 years younger than you because
You're
I'm
lying.
40.
You're lying. You're always 40 every year. But look, I always dated older women.
And then you thought, so you trying to say
No,
you
no,
thought I was
no.
older than
That's
you?
always been my thing to date older women. You and one other person are the first that I'm talking like you're the first, whereas it's like 5 years younger than me. I usually don't date nobody younger than me. Cause don't nobody want to keep teaching somebody some shit. You know what I'm saying? All the time. But you ain't been through life like that. But now we older, it's different.
TC said, if you thinking like That then all our grandparents was chasing children. My grandpa was 27 when he married my grandmother at 15. They had 17 kids.
Yeah,
They had arranged marriages and ish.
yeah.
See, Vonda? So you could have so
I wouldn't looked at you,
when I was 10, you could have got it in.
man, unless I was forced. That's the only way, like he just said. There were arranged marriages. I mean, look at Oprah Winfrey, The Color Purple. Look how old she was, just a child when she met M-I-E-R. Period.
You dumb.
When she met Mister, she was a child her damn self.
Can you tell that it's a difference in age with us? Like, do I
Yeah,
do things different than you?
yeah, you do. You do a lot of things different, but I respect it because it don't matter how you do it, as long as it gets done.
So you could tell that I'm younger than you.
Nah, not really. Not like on a grand scale. Nah.
Uh, TC said, "Yo, Smack Peach was not checking for you at 10. You don't know what I was out here doing at 10."
Yeah, she definitely wasn't, bro. Thank you. Somebody on my side. I appreciate that, brother.
But you know what
She
I'm saying? She said
she
at 6 she wouldn't even walk with me to the corner store.
unless I was at did not was a bit. I didn't hang with young people. I hung with people my age. What I look like hanging with a 6-year old, and I'm a preteen. Come on, man.
Look how you
That
looking
people like
now.
that it ain't like that down.
Look how you looking now,
It's
hanging out
different.
with me.
The times is different. Right now, I think we complement each other.
Look how you looking like you
We
still
looked
look the
real sharp
same.
last night
You look
at
the
the
same.
holiday
You look like a
gala.
10-year-old hanging out. Well, you look like
Nah,
11-year-old hanging out with a 6-year-old last night.
I don't know about. I don't think so. Ah, shoot, you be happy to have someone like me on your team because I was watching everything.
Well, you could have watched me at 6.
Nah, at 6, I would been getting paid to babysit your ass.
Look, TC said you was twerking on the playground.
Who, me?
Yeah, at 11, you was
Yeah,
twerking on the playground.
I was beating people up on the playground. I had anger issues around that age.
And that's why you should have hung with
I
me.
got put out of school for drop kicking a girl for calling me a nigga.
Look, that's why you should have been hanging with me. I would have kept you straight at 6.
No, because that's Kenzel's age, and I was beating up everybody that was picking on my brother at the bus stop.
So you said I would have had to hang with Kenzel
Yeah, you would have had to hang with Kenzel, cause yeah,
then.
my brother will tell you I beat up this one boy at the bus stop because he kept bullying my brother, and I beat him up. And I said, "You mess with my brother again, I'm gonna come back here the next day," because I didn't ride the school bus with my little brother.
Mm.
But Kenzel, he wasn't no fighter. Next thing you know, he got into karate. That boy started getting muscles, and he started demonstrating the stuff he learned in karate. And nobody messed with Kenzel.
TC said if wifey don't work out, I'm gonna start hitting up these retirement homes, taking y'all grannies out for meatloaf and jello pudding after.
I'm right
He
with you,
said,
TC.
"Damn, you a bully."
Yeah, I was a people that bullied other people. I beat them up.
That's because you didn't know me.
Nah, I did ask Kenzel when you talk to him.
I okay,
I used
but
to anybody that was bullying kids in our neighborhood, I beat them up.
and guess what?
Boys.
I would have beat you up
But what
younger
was
than you.
crazy is their big sister come around, I ran.
No, that's some punk shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna let 2 or 3 girls come at me, but the little kids that was picking on my brother, and it was only one, I beat his behind.
While you was running on some punk shit.
Now, there was these big girls that was coming, they were just bullies.
TC said, I love that. I could feel that. I was the bully's bully.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, Vonda, I mean smack or whatever. But seriously,
I wouldn't have messed with you when you was 6 and I'm damn 11. That ain't, I mean,
so you
11
wouldn't have
going
hung
on
with me
12.
from the
Nah,
age of damn,
nah,
6 to 18 then. So I don't
nah.
even know why I know you now then.
It's different times. You know what I'm saying? Back then, stuff was different. Kept that on a deal. I'm just sitting here telling y'all that's
Oh, on
something.
the DL. You would have had me on the
No,
DL?
no. I said
Damn.
times have changed. That something like that wouldn't have been respected. I wouldn't have messed with you at all. You know, we're older now. We're adults. You're at a consenting age. But I wouldn't have looked. I didn't even know I didn't know I wasn't fully developed my daggone self. What would I be looking at a kid? I, I didn't even have I wasn't even didn't have no boyfriend back then.
I'm talking about you being 20, you wouldn't have looked back.
Nah. Uh-uh. Not even at 20. That's no. Uh-uh. I'm keeping it real. You can ask TC. He wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have been 20 talking to his current wife there. He wouldn't have done that. It's just not how we thought that.
Look,
We
she
brought up right.
said,
You ain't
cut
gonna do
the
no
shit,
shit.
Peach. You love smack,
I
and she
know it.
loves
She
you.
she just
Y'all
like to
made for
razzle
each
my
other.
brain,
It was
bro.
meant to be.
Yep.
So if it was meant to be then, and now it should been meant to be back then.
Man, I wouldn't have I
At
wouldn't have
20 years old, she should have seen me at 15 and said, Dag, this is meant to be.
Nah, I wasn't thinking like that. Nah, I wasn't even thinking about being in a relationship. I was too busy hustling, trying to make money and going to college. I wasn't thinking about no relationship and who I'm getting in bed. I wasn't sexually active like that back then.
You a liar.
At
You
20,
was out here.
nah, uh-uh.
He said he was knee deep in it.
Shoot. I was
He
I was
said
dating
older.
somebody 12 years older than me at 20.
Oh, so look, she want to be the eye candy. She could date somebody
But I
much
was
older
at a
than her.
consenting age. I was at a consenting age.
Well, TC said his grandfather was 27 and his grandma was 15. So what's up?
Well, that's different back then. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like he said, arrangements and stuff like that.
They had back arrangements like that.
I don't know.
Shit, my grandmother was a sugar mama. my
She was a
grandfather,
sugar mama.
my grandfather was younger than her.
Oh, your grandfather, how much? By how many years?
I ain't telling, but they was younger than each other.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
No, I'm not older than her, TC.
Yes, she is.
No, I
This
am
whole
not.
time she been lying to me about her age.
No,
She
I'm
got
not.
y'all thinking like she 40 and she really 59.
That's a lie.
Nah, I ain't lying. I'm younger than her, y'all.
That's a lie.
Everybody, TC and everybody, y'all all think Peach is
They
40.
they could look
She
at your face
lying.
and tell that I'm younger.
Nah, she had reconstructive surgery.
No, I just think it's kind of crazy that you wouldn't have been checking for me when I was younger.
Nah, I wouldn't have, and I'm sorry to hurt your feelings, dear, but nah, I wouldn't have been checking for you. Oh, no. Do you got this heating blanket over here? Get your heating blanket over there, please. Come
How
on.
old were me and
It's
Smack?
hot.
How old was I when I met you?
I,
40.
you've been 40 the whole time I've been with you.
I
Shit. You was 39.
I was 40.
No, you weren't. See, you lied about your fucking age.
I've been 40 for the whole TC. I've been 40 ever since I've been with her.
And we've been together going on what, 7 years?
I don't think so.
Yeah, huh?
You can't count.
It's going on 7 years. Sh- Hold on.
He said he want to know how we got to this conversation. Okay, because
Because
I woke up and I was
she be
just
doing,
sitting up
look,
there
hold on, let
thinking.
me say this. About 2 or 3 times a week when she wake up, and this is our life. She ask a crazy ass question. something that just come from her dream or whatever. I don't know why, but it'd be crazy questions. Now go ahead. This is the one today. Woke me out of my sleep that asked me if I was 11, would I date her?
No, I didn't. I said, "Would you hung with me in '83?"
Yeah, that's what you said in 83. That's what she said, y'all.
Cause I was looking at all right, so I woke up out of my sleep and I my phone was on Facebook and I saw Bobby Brown dancing at 83 and I'm like, damn, what would me and Smack? I said, damn, we could have liked that. Then I realized like, yo, in '83, Smack wouldn't even took me to the Bobby Brown concert.
Indeed, I would.
That's messed up.
My first concert was New Edition. Nah, the only way I would have took you to the concert is if your parents knew mine and my responsibility was to watch you. You know what I mean? We went as a group of kids and I had to watch you and I'm the older kid. But hang hell no.
Yeah, I just was wondering. I was like, damn, if me and Smack knew each other in '83, we'd be chilling at the Bobby. And then I realized, like, what the hell?
He's crazy.
I was like, damn, Smack wouldn't even take me to the Bobby Brown concert.
The only way I would have
She
took
wouldn't
you
even
to the
want to
Bobby
hang
Brown
with
concert.
me.
No, let me tell you, the only way I would have took you to the Bobby Brown concert is if your parents gave me extra money to get souvenirs and shit, something like that. They had to pay me to do it. I would be looking crazy now. And if I saw my friends, I'd be like, yeah, I got a little kid here with me. She a Bobby Brown fan. I would have been explaining to everybody because they would be looking at me, why is you with this little kid? And they know I'm the only girl. That there were times when I went to the movies, I had to take Kenzel
And you, listen,
and Howard.
and you
Ask
would have
Howard
told
how he
them,
felt when he had
listen.
to take his younger brothers and sisters
Fine.
like that.
And
It's
you would have told
uncomfortable.
them, I'm taking her to the Bobby Brown because this is my future girlfriend.
I wouldn't have gone. Wrong. Howard didn't like us hanging with him. He hated it. When he
6
go
years old.
places, he had to take us with him because he was a babysitter. So just imagine, nobody likes that.
See, see, if we could go back, it would be funny. If we could go back with the minds that we have now, and I'm in the 6 year old body, and you 11,
I probably would beat you up,
you be walking with me like, damn, this is my future girlfriend. I'm taking to the
yo.
Bobby Brown concert. I'm taking her to see MC Light. And then I'm gonna take and tuck her in until we turn 40. Until she turn 40.
Nah. Let me ask you a question. Did you lie about your age when you was a teenager?
No.
Uh,
Uh-uh. When I was 15, I dated a person that was 21. It was so embarrassing.
why was it embarrassing?
Because
Then why'd you do it?
listen, now when you're older, like now like when I think about it now, like yo, dog, this man took advantage of me. Like I literally he was teaching um pre-K and I went to his job and it was like high man's peers and I'm like, yo, this shit is wild. Like I'm literally out here. I'm still a kid and they talking about miss a whole classroom full of children.
Oh, so you lied about your age.
No. He knew I was 15,
See,
16.
that's that weird Jersey stuff, cause I ain't hear, I don't know nothing about none of that kind of stuff where I come from in Maryland.
Nah, people was doing that. There was a
My
lot of
pop up
older
was
dudes doing that,
my
but
pop up was older. My pop up Monroe was older than my grandma Eva, but they didn't meet when they was teenagers or little kids. They might have known each other. I don't know. I have to find out. Look through the family tree on that. That's something.
It is. It is. That's why I asked you. I'm like, yo, if I was 15 when Vonda had dated me, you said no. But at 15, I have a boyfriend that was like 21. Well, really,
Cause
I can't even say,
you was
I
hot.
can't say a boyfriend. I could say a rapist at this point
Well, look,
because
check this
that's
out.
not even, accepted.
Well, if he come from that family where he was older than his mom, he can't help what he was taught or saw. But let me say this too: you probably was hot in the behind, and you probably lied about your age or carried yourself like you was an older woman. But back then, people ain't asking how old are you. Nobody asking all that,
I,
and you was probably dressed like a grown
I
woman.
was in high school. He knew
You
I was in high school. I had a whole book bag when he met me.
so people carry book bags in the back and didn't go to school, and you probably lied about your
I didn't lie
age.
about my age.
But you probably carried yourself right hot in the pants.
No, I didn't. I
I
wore
could tell
jeans
you
and a
did.
t-shirt like
No,
all the
you
other
didn't. No, you
rapper
ain't wearing no
chicks.
jeans and a t-shirt. No,
I
you
was a
didn't.
tomboy back then.
You lying.
No, I ain't.
Well, what made you get all feminine now? You in the bathroom for hours doing makeup and hair.
Okay, well, I'm about to go back to my tomboy.
Nah, cause I wouldn't be with you. I ain't dating no tomboy now.
Look, TC said I get it. It do seem funny in hindsight. Trust, I've been thinking like I got a beautiful daughter with a lady 11 years younger than me. She was 10 years old when I was going to the bar for drinks. I would never leave the bar and see her 10 years old, a 10-year-old girl outside. That's funny.
Talk about
Like
it.
I'm about
See?
to take her home with me tonight. She be my
Exactly.
wifey.
You're
Hell
right.
no, I would cuss everyone out at the bar. Like who left
Exactly.
their
TC
child
got
out
it.
here alone like
You see what
this?
I'm saying? He would be protecting that 10-year-old back then or something. If he walk out of the bar and see a 10-year-old kid, he'd probably protect her. Nobody thinking about dating no man. It was man, look, when you get older, you want something younger.
And that's messed up because I wasn't that, and that's funny because I now you're saying I'm not good enough for you then, but I'm good enough for you there.
You of age.
Yeah, I'm
You
of
want
age. So
who
so
who
listen,
yo, you's crazy, man.
Vada. But here's the funny part. You listen, y'all old MFers. Wait till y'all get old and y'all body parts don't work, and then y'all want a
My
young
boy, let me tell you
person.
something. My body parts work. They may not work as fast as they used to because of the shit that I'm going through now. And let me stop cussing for they shut the live down. But it might not be working like it was before my fight. But everything work here. May not work as fast. You can't be saying that now.
The
Cause I still hold my own.
like I said, y'all wait till y'all get old and decrepit, and then want the young ones. But we not good enough for y'all when y'all younger.
Nah, y'all, we nobody walking around with no kids. That's like me being 6 and you just born. That's nasty as hell. That's
But
nasty.
that will work.
Ew,
You
that's
be 5 and
nasty.
I'll be 0.
Yo, that's nasty, man. Come on, get out of here with that.
You could
Ain't
just
nobody thinking like that,
pick me
man.
up and hug me.
Nah, I'd be like, yo, who ugly child is this? I thought all babies were ugly, though, you know. I'd be like, Lord, mom, whose ugly child is this? My mom would have slapped the hell out of me.
You got some damn nerve. I was a cute baby.
Oh Lord, I need to turn the alarm off because I don't take meds. This take meds.
I don't know. I just think it's funny when you think about age dating at a later, at this point. We're
Yeah,
older. We're old enough for each other. But I was just thinking back, like, damn, 83, we couldn't really rock like that.
you wild man. You wild as heck, yo. You choose to.
You talking about
It's a
hanging out with the
two-way
old
street.
people.
That's right, TC. Tell her it's a two-way street.
I think it's funny.
But you know, um, I just want to say this. You know, if you weren't at the holiday gala, you missed my speech, and I'm gonna say this, and this is to those who are in the LGBTQ community
And allies,
and allies
which is TC.
and allies. Allies are people who do not judge the LGBTQ community, saying what we should have and should have, stuff like that. Allies are people who support us, who love us despite, who we choose to love. You know what I mean? Treat us as humans and would fight for us in the trenches. And I know I have a lot of allies. And I'm going to say this to my community, the LGBTQIA community. You are loved. You are loved. Now is the time for us to unify
Everybody, even including
everybody,
allies.
including allies. This is a time where you're gonna find out this next year. This is the time where you're gonna find out if your allies are real allies. And I say that because a lot of what has been fought for us to be able to be who we are openly in this country is because of the people before us who fought for us and the allies that stood with them to make sure laws were put in place for us to be able to be free. And I say this to the homophobes: if you don't know about us, stop educating lies out into the community when you haven't read about or even asked us about our community. I just hate seeing the lies. And it's okay that you don't want your child to end up this way, but that's fine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna say that we must unify because we have to continue to fight if they try to change laws and they try to take us backwards. And it's just like what they may be trying to do to the black community as well. And now is the time where if you got grudges with anybody in the community, if you are in the community, you got grudges with a friend or somebody done did you wrong. Now is the time for you to drop that grudge and make peace with it. Because we're gonna need each and every one if they try to change and take our rights away. And I'm saying that for the black community too. Like our young people, our middle-aged people, some of our people, y'all don't realize what could happen in these next 4 years. Some of y'all thinking we're gonna have better lives. They trying to take things away and make it harder for the black community right now. They're drumming it up.
This is beautiful for people that tune in to hear us.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They tune in to listen to us get on the soapbox.
I'm just saying it's time to unite.
Let's talk about something else funny in our day.
All right.
Vonda is nuts.
I ain't nuts. These are the things that I think about, and
I ain't talking about with that.
people who truly know me know that I'm an activist and I'm a community
I'm talking
person.
about Soda Gate. You
Sodagate.
Von-
Y'all, they got this new Pepsi that got real sugar in it, not the white stuff or the created stuff. It's real sugar cane and it's so good.
Look, TC said the only thing I don't like is the promoting to youth. Allow them to choose who they are.
Yes.
Also, don't like the fact that grown man can identify as a woman and go in the bathroom with my daughter. Okay, so that's a loaded thing to say. And tonight,
We're gonna have talk about that on the Monday show, and we'll definitely tag you.
yeah,
We'll
because
definitely tag you, TC. And as a parent, I truly understand where you're coming from. I mean, I'm not a parent, but I, as a parent, it is okay to have that concern. You see what I'm saying? I get it, but I think I'd rather us talk about that on a. It won't be tomorrow because I got tests to get done. But when we do our show on Mondays, I would definitely
I
tag you.
think, yeah, like you
And I
said,
think that's a
Vonda.
great segue.
Yeah, I think the reason I understand what TC is saying, but I think it should be more knowledge and perspective given to that.
Right,
Because I think a lot of times we make judgments because we don't have all the information.
right,
Now, I could see that TC is an ally to the community, but I think, being an ally, we also can be misinformed about some things. So that's loaded.
yeah,
That's loaded, and we have to break that all apart to even begin to answer that.
right. So
Yeah,
what is?
yeah. He said some people got ulterior motives. Yeah, and that's why I said we
Yeah,
have to break that apart because there is, and I always talk about it on the show. There's a difference between a pedophile and a pedophile, someone trying to hurt children and doing
mhm,
what they need to do to gain access, and a trans person, which is something totally different. Those are
right.
two different things. So we just have to unpack that for people to understand.
Yeah,
It's a lot of unpacking.
because
But
pedophiles are not part of our community.
yeah, and another thing, and when you don't have relationships with certain types of people, then it all looks the same. So that's a lot to unpack.
And I appreciate you stating that, TC. And I hope that, when you tune into your our show, that and we just shed some light, because that's what we all about, is educating. And we shed some light that maybe you'll see it differently. But I get where you coming from. We
Yeah.
have heard it before. We have addressed it before at seminars. Um and I think you're gonna like what we have to say, but I appreciate you saying it, because it's good to know where people are uncomfortable, and lots of times it could be corrected with education. So I appreciate you, my brother. Ever since I met you, you have been the realest.
Yep, and the good part about it is you're open to know because a lot of heterosexual men don't want to know.
Nah.
They just like being in that box because they don't want to come out of that
Mm-hmm.
space. They don't want to actually open their mind up to really seeing the truth because
But when you
something
look
is
down at the
they're ignorant to believe that if they unpack it, it makes them gay, and it don't make you gay.
but
Oh, we still on.
we are.
Oh, it looked like we had got kicked out. How that happened?
Oh, okay. But anyway, but I remember this is one time I was debating with a guy about the LGBT community, right? And I looked at him and I went from his head all the way down to his toes, and he was wearing designer clothes, and most of those designers were LGBTQ people, but you supporting it. We appreciate you. He couldn't say nothing. That's when I was younger. I was very debative. I was still in college. Went down one top of him down to the other. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we gotta bring back this show. We
yeah,
have
we
a good
do.
time on there too.
We educate, but we educate with the twist to it so that people understand it, and we bring you visuals. Uh huh.
Like that whole P Diddy thing.
Oh, that was funny.
And you'd be surprised how we get social misconceptions could have you make some really crazy decisions. Like a lot of people voted against their best interest because they were homophobes. I think that's crazy.
Oh, he said he loved the show.
Yeah, you know that's crazy. A lot of people just traded, handed in their own rights because they were homophobic.
Yep.
And it's hilarious. I'm like, yo, like you can't be willing to be this ignorant to be that ignorant. You traded in your rights because you have hatred in your heart.
Oh, thank you, Jeffrey Leach. He's watching on Below the Surface Radio. Thank you. Thank you
So
for liking.
it is what it is. But let's just talk about our day. Finish talking about
Talk about
our
some
day.
soda. Soda Cat. What's Soda
I said
Cat?
Soda Gate.
What about Soda
And
Cat?
without going into all the details, Vonda, when Vonda buys stuff, she wants you to ask for permission and access to her thing. So she went on the Soda Gate rampage today. I paid for these sodas. Everybody, if you're an adult, you gotta ask for my sodas. Everybody gotta ask for my sodas because it's Soda Gate.
No, it wasn't that. And I can understand how you would take it that way because we come from two different backgrounds. So when I grew up, right? When I grew up, and I hope my mom is listening. So when I grew up, my mom would buy her Pepsi, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Pepsi came in bottles, right?
Uh-huh.
And we would get Kool-Aid. So if we wanted a Pepsi, we had to ask. We couldn't just go in and get what we wanted. Even if it was Kool-Aid or something, Mom, can I have a glass of Kool-Aid or can I have a glass of juice? Anything, that's just how we were raised.
I
You
get it.
just don't go in and freely get it. But for me, it was the mere fact that, okay, I went in the grocery store, got all these daggone sodas, saw that we didn't use them sodas. You know
But
what I'm
you didn't
saying?
get them, I did.
I thought I did this whole time. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm telling you, chemo fog is crazy. I just remember
She was
swiping.
going in on them
I
sodas.
remember swiping my card at Walmart.
For $20. I got the sodas.
No, them there was more than $20.
Yes, it was $20. Look at
No,
your
it wasn't. It was
thing.
$5.98. I
No,
didn't.
I said you paid $20. I
I
paid
ain't
for
know.
most of it.
I
But
ain't know. I just
anyway,
know I swiped my card. Don't
Soda
nobody going
Gate.
deep. I don't go into what I spend. I just know my card got swiped.
Soda Gate.
But anyway, it was the mere fact that you just, the way I was raised. It's about how I was raised. Because had it been the other way and I just took some shit, it would have been a problem. I just don't do that. I don't just take something that I know I didn't purchase or that I don't know is mine. I just don't do that because it's not how I was raised.
I understand. And for me, when I grew up, in my household, adults did have their little single Pepsi. They came in with it. But once you put soda or juice or whatever down, everybody could have whatever. And if you missed it, you missed it.
Ah,
It wasn't like, can I get a cup of this? If it's in the refrigerator, you get it. Now it was my grandmother was a little bit different. Everything was free reign except for her orange juice.
see, we did when it went not only thing free range was the leftovers. And then my mom bought lunch meat, cheese, stuff like that. But stuff that we could just go and my mom loved Ruffles potato chips. And man, I
Mhm.
used to get in trouble because I used to sneak her chip and then, make the bag puffy like there was a lot in it. And it wasn't hardly none. I tear her chips up. I used to get beatings behind that.
Not us.
Yeah, see, that's, I mean, we come,
Different backgrounds. That's
different
why Soda
backgrounds.
Gate.
It was, a time my mother was a single mother and, and that's why we as kids started working early so we could get the things we wanted.
So let's look at this fully. So could you imagine how you look to people that was raised in like a free household where when the stuff came in and it's there, you can have it. And then
Nah.
you fussing, oh, touch the sodas. Nobody asked. So
Yo,
it
man,
becomes
whatever.
soda gate because we
Man,
like, what
forget
in
you.
the hell is going on?
Yeah, my mom bake a cake, man. You couldn't just come home, get a piece of cake. You had to eat dinner first and then get a cake, get a
Uh
piece of cake.
well, we do eat dinner first.
And then we all sat at the table and had dinner. And I noticed that that's different. You saw that about me. You asked me when you grew up. Remember you asked me, did y'all all sit at the table and eat dinner? And I'm like, yeah. Because I remember, the first time cooking here, I'm thinking we all gonna sit down at that big table and eat dinner. And it wasn't like that. And we all watched television
Okay, so
in the same room. We didn't have our bedrooms to go and watch television. We had one big television, and my brothers, they had a TV. I didn't have a TV. They had the TV first, and they played video games all the time. That's when Atari was out.
yeah, well, we all had TVs to ourselves.
We didn't have that when I was growing up.
You know what TC say?
What he say?
When my kids sneak out, I find that shit tucked behind their bed, but they knew certain shit you just don't touch or all hell broke loose. I like
See?
certain shit, and now when my shit touch, you can catch an
Thank
ass whipping
you.
behind my beef jerky or chips and salsa. These
Yes.
kids don't eat dinner with fam no more. No, you know what, I could agree with that. Like we
Yeah.
used to eat dinner. Well, you know what? We ate dinner together during the holidays. But the way that my grandfather, I grew up with my grandparents, excuse me, the way that he worked, he was like, hey mom, he worked all day and then he worked overnight. So we didn't do that. And then my grandmother turned the kitchen table into her picket desk.
Her what?
Her picket desk.
What is a picket?
You know, the lottery. She would
Oh.
just sit there with her dream books and number books.
Yo. My mom had them books growing up, the lottery numbers and being there. What number came out 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, stuff like that. I remember that. But she ain't turned the kitchen table was something that had to be cleaned every night. Dishes had to be washed, placemats washed, all that. Like we had rules in the house. That wasn't
My grandmother
that's
sat
where you did your
at
homework.
the kitchen table every day. She got up every morning at 5 o'clock and sat at the kitchen table. And we had a shotgun house. And
And
from the kitchen table, she could see from the front to the back of the house.
and we could not eat in our rooms. We had to, if you got something to eat, you had to sit at the table and eat it.
Now we was able to roam around.
Oh no, my mom ain't play that.
But see, it's a difference. Your mom was a working mom. My grandmother could get up and check behind everybody, check everything, get everything, see what you doing, all
Yeah,
kinds of stuff.
man. See, it's different upbringing, and now you on. Now you know. Now, what else you want to talk
Yeah.
about?
Cause you was on Soda Gate, and I thought it was like, yo, get off of Soda Gate, yo. We could buy
It's about
sodas.
the respect.
Yeah,
It's not about buying it. I'm a saver. You're not. Y'all know the like going out spending 250 on something year after year is okay with Pierce on the same thing. But if you took care of your investment the first time, you wouldn't have to keep going out buying it every
I
year.
don't buy the same thing every year. He said it's important to have family dinners. I think so. I drop balls sometimes, but it's nice to hear they day over dinner.
Right.
That's bonding. These modern new parents don't even know their kids nowadays. Well, yeah, I agree with you, TC, but there are other ways to bond with your kids. Like my grandmother and me and my brother and all of us had
She
a
trying to make it so
very
she
close
trying to make it
relationship.
so you see what I'm saying about this age difference. She trying to make family having dinner at the table is different because you get to truly there's no technology. We didn't have technology back then. You probably had you a little beeper back then.
Beepers was not out in '83. You weirdo.
But there was no technology at the table, and we talked about things, especially like it was great hearing the adults in the house talk about different things going on in the world. And then, because you're younger, you don't know how that's going to affect you. I love to hear my mom talk about politics. Like, if we get this president, this is what it's going to mean for us. This is why I'm voting for.
Y'all ain't
We
talk
had.
about that. Get out of
Yes, we
here.
did. Yes, we did. And then we also talked about the thing I didn't like is when my mom would go around the table asking us how our day was at school. And I remember when I shaved my eyebrows off, I mean, my mom laid me out at the table for like a good week. And then if you didn't eat your vegetables, you had to sit at the table till it was all
No,
gone.
TC said technology. He said true. Other ways I agree of bonding. Technology has clouded the family bond.
Yeah.
It has, but it's not. No, no. I'm not gonna say it's technology. I'm gonna say it's people, because we used to do TV time as a family, and we would talk and laugh and have jokes and stuff like that, but the time was limited. I think it's just free reign. People are just allowing the technology to just raise the children,
Yeah.
and that is strange. Like, I think it's strange that these kids don't even want to go outside. I'm like, yo, you crazy?
Or work.
Me being I don't care about them working, but it's the point of going outside. You learn things about the environment,
Yeah.
and these kids don't know anything about the environment. It's just strange. It let's take a moment to look at it from a spiritual aspect. I think because these kids are always with technology, they don't develop the ability to discern things.
Man, we came up with a whole wrestling federation as kids. And at our house, we had a fence. Our house was fenced in. And so we used to
You just
play.
cut me off.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
was saying that the ability to discern things, which is important.
I
Like,
was
as
just
a
adding on when
kid,
you said, being outside.
yeah, I'm talking about outside. Like, as a kid, it's not just about playing. It's about having the ability to be around different personalities and learning about them, and then recognizing those traits in other people. So in your environment and your interactions taught you how to avoid specific people, or the right people to
Yeah,
be
like
around.
dating people that are 6 years younger than you.
Yeah, you don't
Don't
get
do
to do
that.
that. So these kids are so naive that they don't interpret socialization the same. Like,
Mm.
because of my environment where I grew up, I could go outside and I could meet an adult version of someone I didn't care for as a kid, and I can already kind of gauge how that person is going to be. Okay, oh, this person kind of is like such and such and such. Do 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 do. Okay, this is not the style of person that I necessarily want to be. I can recognize that energy. I don't want to
Yeah, you
do
could
that.
go. You was going outside as a kid, seeing, hearing gunshots like it was normal. Like, you know what I mean? Me, on the other hand, we don't hear no daggone gunshots where I grew up
Yeah,
at all
but
the
you
time.
you knew how to handle stuff. These kids, that's why
Dude, we
that's
weren't
why it's
taught
all
to
this
get down and hit the
anxiety.
ground when we was younger. You would learn that probably at 2 years old.
Shut up. It's just a lot of anxiety of the unexpected, because you didn't learn how to deal with anything
It's about
as a
survival.
kid. You didn't learn.
You was taught survival early from where you grew up at. The way the stories you done told me, shoot, people chasing you.
Yeah,
I
people
had
chasing you,
the only
people,
thing I had chasing.
wild dogs, all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what I was going to say. The only thing I ever had chasing me is being out in we call it the reservations because all the names were Indian names in Salisbury. And man, this dog was chasing me, and it was dark out. And I knew my mom had went and hung out with her friends, and I was over there visiting one of my friends, and I had to get back home. Man, that dog chased me. I never ran so hard in my life. That's the only thing I ever ran from was a dog. Y'all were running for predators, rapists, people having shootouts, gang members. I ain't
Look,
a girl with none of that.
freaking drug deal. We knew fiends. Like
I ain't
now,
see no
no,
fiends when I
Father,
was
let's talk
younger.
about that. Growing up, like me and Vonda would be out. And she'll start turning. I'll be like, "Yo, that person a fiend," and she'll be like, "How you know? Did they tell you? Did they tell you?" I'm like, "I know what a fiend look like.
I ain't
I've
see
been looking
fiends.
at fiends ever since I was
Yeah,
a
but
little
I ain't
kid."
really see a fiend until I was like 17.
But
Real
I
talk.
know though. I know it's just like I said, not
And
to
I
say these things aren't positive. They're just not. But when you have different social interactions as
yeah.
a kid, you know how to spot people and you know who and whom not to deal with, or you know who you should. Because these are great things to know. Who wants to be an adult that's so naive that stuff always happened to you because you weren't aware and you got to learn that information later?
Man, I know when I ain't see a fiend till I was like 17, but I saw drunks all the time.
Well, you should know what these things look like. Now, when you don't, oh, let me tell you something. These kids, the memories that they're going to have, they're going to look back and it's not going to be with too many friends.
How they
Their
gonna explain
stories
this
are
with
going
it?
to their story is going to be about, remember when I was on my iPad and I played with user 62 and we played Minecraft, and it's not going to be real. That's how they're going to transition us into all, while they're doing it now with this AI. Next thing you know, our kids going to come in with Chucky and Megan, those doll lifestyles, doll friends that's going to be then choking the shit out of all of us and killing us.
Yo, you watch too much Chucky,
No, because we
man.
being transitioned over.
Yeah, I feel like the world gonna be like the Jetsons. I thought when I watched the Jetsons, I was like, man, it'd be cool to live in a world like that, just in the air.
It's a mess to me. I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know about you,
what
but
else we talking about?
it's a mess.
Mm,
It's a mess, and it's okay.
the mess will be okay. Now, I'm done talking. That's our nightcap, y'all.
Yeah, and we gonna come back maybe another night because it's something always funny happening in our life.
Oh yeah.
Always something funny.
How
And as you get old, life gets funnier.
about when we got in last night and we sat and ate that cake and had our hopes up high? It's a half a cake left. I ain't get no more cakes for that place, man. They ain't no real Pennsylvania Dutch cake. They use Duncan Hines box cake.
Shut up. And then, or how about yesterday? You know, when you get older, you get this thing where you start to lose feeling in your fingers.
Oh
And I dropped a
Lord,
whole
no.
goddamn vase on the damn ground and it bust. And
But
you
hold
was
up.
about to have
No, no,
a
no, no, no,
whole
no, no,
heart
no, 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 no,
attack.
no, 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 no. Yo, but how about she blame me, guys? That's the thing. Okay, you got two heavy base and a
They
paper
wasn't
bag.
heavy, it's
Hold
just my
on.
hands.
You got the whole bag, bro. And guys, I know my card got swiped. Once again, I'm thinking about the money we just lost because you broke it. But I'm even madder because whoever packed it did not wrap the base up in paper. Now,
Leave me alone.
but that's just funny. And I just looked at you. I walked around the whole car. I was like, I ain't gonna lie. Excuse my language. I said, did this bee just get mad with me because she dropped the bag? Like, where they do that at? I've never called you a B, but yesterday was so because we were trying to get everything right, and I say, "Yo, did this B just get mad with me? Cause
You
she
ain't
dropped the
say it out
bag."
loud. You
No,
don't
I
know.
didn't. I said it to myself, but you don't realize that I walked around the whole car. I walked away from you. I was tight, man. I hadn't taken my meds either. I was ready to go. I was agitated yesterday when you dropped that. I'm looking at all that driving I did to get there, sit outside the store while you go in and get it, and here we are coming back.
Shut up.
Man, look.
a
I was
year.
tight with you. Dropped them. Damn. All you heard was glass.
Our relationship is not perfect.
Nah, it ain't.
We are old.
But we laugh at our day. We think about it. We come back. I was tight with you though.
You always tight when it comes to little money. Like my grandfather said, you cannot take money with you. You might as well enjoy that shit, give that shit to the
I
kids,
want a
and
budget.
keep going.
I don't.
Cause when the end come, and I think about my friend Peter, he enjoy his money. It's
Mm.
over. You in the hospital or wherever you going to expire, and it's over. And all that money you saved just gonna be there.
Yeah. But while I'm here and able to manage, should tell y'all I'm a penny pincher.
TC said I watched my homie drop his drink 5 times in a row. When I handed it to him after making him a drink, I told him go sit his old ass down somewhere and I'll bring it to you. I brought it to him and he still dropped all over his outfit. I was done. But that's me. My hands will drop some shit in a minute.
Yep,
And,
she got neuropathy.
and Vonda, I'm like, yo, nah, just sit down.
Yeah, cause I don't, cause you ain't gonna clean it up. I gotta clean it up, and I ain't bending. You know me bending down ain't good.
No, I will clean up after myself. That's a lie.
Shit.
You don't like cleaning up. Don't even try.
Yo, she lying, y'all.
Don't even try.
She don't understand. When I tell her I'm not supposed to bend.
I know you can't bend,
Yeah, I ain't
but
supposed
I
to.
don't be intentionally dropping shit either. You act like I just go around. Let me just throw this down.
How many of y'all like cooking in the kitchen with your mate? I don't like cooking in the kitchen with my mate sometimes because I always got to wash the dishes. I always got to wipe the counter off. I always got to sweep the floor because that's just my OCD in me. You know what I'm
She ain't got
saying?
no OCD.
Shoot, when you drop stuff on the floor, so you going to clean that up.
No, here's the mess up. Remember that year? Then we got to get off of here.
All right.
Remember that year my neuropathy kicked in and I dropped that hot, what was it, on my foot?
I can't remember.
It was the holiday when your mom had came. And you was sitting at the other end of the island and I was taking something off the oven and it just dropped on my foot. And I ain't never see you run so fast to try to get to my foot. I'm like, where's she running for? And so neuropathy is so effed up that even when
Yeah.
something hits your foot, it takes a while before you
Realize
realize that
that
it's
yeah.
hot. And I'm looking at her running and I'm like, what's going on? And then finally it hit me that it was some hot shit that I
I
dropped
can't
on my
remember what
foot.
you dropped, but you dropped it on your foot, and was it gravy?
I don't know what the hell it
I
was.
was like, yo.
You was like, bah! Running.
I was like, babe, I was running to get something to get it off your foot. Shit. Shit, I almost fell down my damn self. Shit. Trying to get to you, help you out. We got so many funny moments. Y'all, it's off the chain. And we do. We have a lot of funny moments. So,
All right, so let's end the nightcap. And this been great. I'm out, y'all. I love y'all. Take care of each other. We all we got. I got
that's
some shit
right.
to talk about one day, y'all. Sure. I love y'all. Good night. Good night.
Good
We
night,
getting off of
TC.
here
We
too.
getting off of here too. Everybody have sweet dreams.
Yep. And remember to love each other because life is short. And we have
Yes,
lost one of our
dear friend.
friends in the community. I mean,
Yep.
R.P. Peter. Y'all have a good night.
All right. Rest